afternoon. It's been a really long morning. I spent most of the morning building fence, and then when I got to the house for lunch, Ted was missing. Apparently, he not only figured out how to open the door to his kennel. We have a big dog crate that we put him in at night because I don't want him wandering the house. And he figured out how to open that, as well as push open the screen on the front door. So I was a little in panic mode when I got home and found the front door wide open and Ted missing. Took about an hour, but I did find him. He was under the porch. I couldn't tell you how many times I looked under the porch and I never spotted him. He was like really back, kind of in a hole, very content. And I was standing on the porch, and I could hear like some rustling, and the dogs were still in the house, so I knew they weren't under there. So I just laid down, and I called to him, and son of a gun, if that didn't come crawling out and just snuggled up right next to me, and then I took him and put him in his outdoor pen. So, not today, but very, very soon, I will be building him, hopefully with my husband's help because I'm not a builder, an outdoor enclosure and an indoor enclosure, an actual spot for him to go in the house and a spot for him to go outside that anybody can put him out without it being an issue, and anybody can put him inside. Like this morning where I took off first thing to build fence, I wasn't going to be able to let him out until I got back at 1, and after my daughter lost him the last time, she decided she doesn't want to have responsibility for him, so nobody puts him out until I do in the morning. So if I had a very secure place for him, I could put him out at 9 o'clock and he'd be content all day. So that is another thing to add to the list of 1,000,001 things we have to do. But I am waiting for Rocky to get home from work so that we can go work on the baler. Apparently there was an issue last night and it was already dark, so I didn't even bother trying to take video. I don't even know what went wrong. I just know by the time I got out there, it looked like maybe it had plugged underneath. I don't know. He just had the back panel open and was pulling hay out. So I don't know if it clogged. I don't know if something broke. I have no clue. So I will find that out as soon as he gets home. And then we'll go fix it. And then maybe tomorrow I'll get a chance to bale hay. Megadeth. You're still looking better. Oh, my little girl looks a lot more perky today. Doesn't look like she's getting beat up in here, so that's good. Sheep are now jumping this cattle guard, and my husband is taking video for the canal company because we're going to block this off and just let them know that I can't have my sheep at my neighbor's. I don't know what else to do. So now we're basically blocking off our entire property just to keep our sheep in, because they have learned how to jump the cattle guard and it's just a bad deal. Yeah, so it does look like that the last time the canal company came through, they
This was recently, because if you look at the mowing.
oh yeah, they just mowed recently. And here's the trail the sheep have taken all the way down. Here's the posts that they have
used to hold it up.
Yep, that they've busted off and just made it nice for our sheep to jump this little corner right here and toddle their way down and have themselves a free meal.
In Funk's cornfield, no less.
Yeah, well. So yeah, that side's still good. No issues. Not even a hoof print.
Well, but they never mowed that side.
Well, that's true.
So
They
it's
didn't.
still all in place.
Yes, they didn't mow that side.
See, all that grass is tall, but they mowed this side.
Yep, they mowed literally just barely the edge and then clipped this whole side.
Yep.
Yeah, good help is hard to find. And it makes my life a little more difficult. Yep, had they not busted all of this off. I mean, they busted it. I don't know that you could mess it up even more.
Here, let me see your... Oh, no, I won't leave you.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see that they mowed this edge all along here. And even this right here has been mowed. All that. So they mowed right up to the cattle guard. Probably either backed up. No, they'd have been mowing to it because that's the direction their mower sits, I think. So yeah, mowed to it and then tore that bar off, which tore everything else off. So, but yeah.
There's just a highway.
They could just stop mowing like 5 feet away. And then,
or not at all like they did on this side.
Or not at all like they did the other side, see? Well, this one they got pretty close, so they came up, mowed here, and then stopped 3 inches short. But the bar was 6 inches in. So, but the other side they didn't mow at all, which is what they probably should do.
Fish are having fun tonight. They are just everywhere. Some more here and here. He said, let him know if the boat's coming because he's peeing. Oh gosh, this is what I deal with, y'all. Okay, so these are carp. And they are what the eagles like to eat. There's tons of them. They're kind of cool. I don't eat them. Okay, gates up. This side is tight and solid. This side we left open so that they can swing it open and
travel through and hopefully shut it.
So now I have 2 gates I will check every day.
Don't see him now. A mink, a black one, really pretty.
Hey Ted, you ready to come in? Oh, come on. Oh, gotcha. So I have been going down the rabbit hole of tortoise enclosures. So that will probably be our next big project after, you know, fencing and breeding and all that fun stuff. Well, I am tired of having sandwiches for dinner. So I'm actually going to cook tonight because it's only 8:15, so we have time to eat a real dinner. Super simple. Rice, smoked sausage, red pepper, orange pepper, 1 can of tomato sauce, 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of beef broth, and 2 tablespoons of garlic. Or however much, no, it's supposed to be 2 cloves of garlic, but yeah, we go heavy on the garlic here. We will let that cook down. And that'll be dinner.
that's what it looks like when it's done. That's pretty good too.
Hey guys, editing Becca here. I realized I never exactly explained why we were fixing the cattle guard and why it was such a big deal. Our sheep got into the neighbor's corn. Yeah. So when the canal company came and they broke that, our sheep just jumped the cattle guard and toddled their way to the neighbors. I don't know if they have new canal people this year that are doing the mowing. We know a lot of people that work for the canal company, and everyone is well aware that we have sheep and that we need to, if they break something, we need to know so that we can fix it and keep our sheep in. They haven't been telling us this year. So our sheep went and did quite a bit of damage. So we have talked to the canal company. We have also talked to our neighbor and apologized profusely. So I don't know what is going to come of it. My husband flew the drone, so I will put the footage here as to how much damage was done. It's pretty embarrassing. I feel about that big, but I didn't want to just ignore it and gloss over it. We do try to be honest about having sheep, pasturing sheep, and what can happen when you have animals. I don't know even if our fences were 100% that we still wouldn't have breakouts, just like going over the canal. That was completely out of our control. So hopefully we can get things kind of back to normal and keep the sheep in. So, yeah, here's that footage.